your chief flight attendant today, and on behalf of our company, the Orenburg Airlines, and today's crew, welcome on board this first-class aircraft. Our flight today is Oscar Alpha 66901 from Bournemouth to Orenburg. So take your seats according to the numbers shown on your boarding cards, and let me just remind you some facts about the history of our company. Our company is one of the leading ones and the oldest in Russia because it was founded in 1932. And in these pictures you can see how it all started. Today it provides scheduled flights through Russia and charter flights to the countries of Asia, Europe, Africa, and transatlantic flights to the Caribbean. As far as our fleet is concerned, we have 23 Boeing aircraft, and you can see more detailed distribution of their type and numbers in this picture. Today we are traveling by the safest aircraft, and I can assure you that the emergency equipment that we certainly have on board will not be required. And I should also say that now we are ready for takeoff. I should say that usually it takes 4 hours to get from Heathrow Airport to Moscow, and then 2 more flight hours to my native city, Orenburg. But today we are going to have a direct charter flight from Bournemouth to Orenburg. So, as our flight today is unusual, you don't need to fasten your seatbelt, just relax and enjoy the views. Now please look through the window, and you can see that we are flying over Russia, you see it, and you can see this red spot is our region, Orenburg region, and you can see that it is located on the border with Kazakhstan. And now we are flying over this wonderful bridge over the Ural River, and it connects 2 main parts of the world, Europe here and Asia. As for this picture, this is a typical Russian house, but this very house is not just only a typical Russian house, but it is also a well-known restaurant in my native city, where you can be served with a great variety of delicious dishes of the Russian cuisine. And this is the biggest church in the city center. I should also mention that my native city was founded in 1743, and as a castle. It was a castle first, and then a bit later it became a very important trading center due to its geographical position as it is on the border. So this reason of being the bordering city, also the reason of my city being a multinational city, and our region also is multinational. And you can see that we have a lot of nationalities in our city. They are the Russians, the Tatars, the Bashkirs, the Kazakhs, the Ukrainians and the Armenians. And you can see the percentage of nationalities in accordance with the total population in this picture. And our total population in Orenburg is 600,000 people. As for our climate, it is extremely continental, and it means that we have very cold, windy winter, and we have very hot and dry summer. So you can see what I mean looking at these pictures. And speaking about our prominent people, I should definitely mention the first cosmonaut known worldwide. He is Yuri Gagarin, and we are very proud of him because he studied in our Orenburg Military Aviation College. he said that Orenburg gave him wings. And it's not only wings that our city gave him, but also his family. The great Russian poet Alexander Pushkin also worked here, and he lived here, worked, and created some of his brilliant works in our city. And I should also mention Mstislav Rostropovich, a great musician who Orenburg is very important for him because his ancestors lived in this city and his parents met there. That's why this is motherland with him. So our journey is coming to its end, and now I want you to introduce our crew. So flying the plane today is Captain Alexei Melikov, the first officer, and Andrei Sakharov, and they are very experienced pilots, though they are young. My role today is chief flight attendant, but my usual job is to teach English to pilots, to flight attendants, to engineers, and I can say I am really happy. I'm a really happy person because I do my job. That's why I'm here at Anglo-Continental today, because I want to improve my English skills. I want to know British culture better in order to transfer my knowledge to my students. And I'm finding this course very useful to accomplish this. So as a conclusion, I want to say that Orenburg is a very nice city to live in or just to visit. So you're welcome. And in Orenburg we have such a nice company, one of the leading carriers in Russia. It is called Orenburg. And workers in our company are constantly improving our international skills and knowledge. So I hope you've enjoyed the flight. Thanks for flying with us. And if you have questions, please press the home button overhead.
Any questions?
What expansion plans do you have at Orenburg?
I think we can have more flights to America, for example, to North and South America, maybe some scheduled flights to England, to Britain, because we should develop and improve, refine our knowledge, international knowledge. English is an international language, and we should have constant contacts with some schools to improve and to be able to improve our knowledge.
I have a question. You had 3 statues of 3 fine men from Russia, from your city.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a 4th statue, and it was you, what would be your achievement for your city?
It's a difficult question.
Very difficult.
Very good question, but I want to contribute to development of my city also, but I can't compare myself with such great people. So I want to help just our companies, pilots, flight attendants to improve their knowledge. So I want to contribute to Aviation Training Centre, to the development of this establishment. Certainly, I'm not a creative person. I'm not going to space like Gagarin.
Well, if you have a statue there, I'm sure Paul, I, and everybody else will come and see your statue and read your epitaph, your reason in life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
When you fly here, do you get a privileged seat in first class, or do you fly with the pilots?
No,
do you go
unfortunately.
back in economy?
No, unfortunately, I have never flown in the cockpit.
Do you get any? You never get a chance to do that.
Mm-mm,
That's a shame.
no. I hope I will have an opportunity.
You should ask.
Yes. Pilots usually tell me about it, that you should go there and you should ask for permission to do it, because it's very important for me.
All the pilots know you. All the pilots and flight attendants know you, I'm sure.
Not all the pilots,
No?
because I'm not a very experienced teacher there. I have been working there only for 2 years. Before it, I had another job, and I had no opportunity to get acquainted with all of them. But certainly in some years I will know all of them.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.